Hi, my name is Heather Seaman, and I'm a member of the Ignite Youth Group at Connections Church of Yakima, and these are a few things that I like to do. I played the piano for about 10 years. I also play the flute. I picked that up about 5 years ago or so. I'm involved with a group called the Theater Syndicate of Yakima. We just put on some plays and skits every once in a while. I also have been on swim team for most of my life. I started when I was 6 years old, and it was because my mom saw me in swim lessons and just sitting on the wall, and there are all these boys sitting next to me, and they're like punching me and stuff. And then she looked over and saw these kids that were the same age as all of us in swim lessons. They're just swimming back and forth across the pool all day long, and so she said, "You need to be doing that instead." I just took to it like a fish to water. I love so many things. It's kind of crazy, but that's why I'm always so busy. During the winter time, a lot of people hate winter, but I love it because I love to ski. This season was the first one that I had my driver's license, so I got to go up and just ski with my friends and stuff. I also like to swing dance. This is kind of funny story, the way I got started. My mom actually made me do a cotillion class, which is just ballroom dancing, and we learned waltz and foxtrot and swing dancing. And there's this crazy instructor lady that taught me how to dance first, and then I heard about these dances, and they're the first Friday of every month, and I started going to those, and then I realized, wow, swing dancing is really cool. So I've been involved with that for about like 4 years or so, and now I actually help run the dances. I decided to do the 30-hour famine because I really like the Ignite Youth Group, and I'd never done it before. This last year was my first year, but I heard so many crazy cool things about it that I was like, I gotta do this. Plus, I wanted the experience of like what it was like to not eat for 30 hours, because I'd never really fasted before, but it was really cool experience, and I just wanted to use the time to get to know the youth group better and just bond closer. And I just love going to youth events, and I thought this would be a fun one, and it really was an amazing experience. The most important thing I learned 30-hour famine was how important it is to lead a purposeful life. Just all the information that we heard about and videos and the games and everything, it's just, I knew it. I knew that people were starving out there, out in the world, and I was like, oh, that's sad, I'm sorry, but I didn't really like feel it in my heart. But during 30-hour famine, I realized that, well, this is a real thing, and then I was just so motivated to do something about it, and just to make my life worth something and mean something, and not just kind of go every day just for my own benefit, just make my life worth something to someone else as well. A funny, quirky thing about myself is that I've been homeschooled my whole life. Often people have this perception of homeschoolers as like these like long cotton dresses and bonnets and like in the corner, and they never talk to anybody, and they're like completely obsessed with Star Wars or something. But I consider myself a cultured homeschooler, and I've been socialized thanks to my parents and my great group of friends. But it's kind of quirky, weird thing, and I think a lot of homeschoolers have their kind of a unique personality, their unique flavor, because they haven't been pressured into like a public school system where you have to be like fit in a clique or a group or something. After I graduate, I am planning on going to a 4-year college. I'm not sure where yet. But hopefully before I go to a 4-year college, I'm planning to spend some time in a discipleship program before I go to college to like solidify my faith and get even more Bible knowledge and just get closer to God that way, so I can stay strong through all those pressures. In college, I'm hoping to maybe major in some sort of mathematical or scientific field, because I really love math, and I'm hoping to not have some boring job, but be able to use my brain and hopefully like be active, maybe working in the lab or something. I want to go on the study tour really bad because I love seeing new places and meeting new people and just having new experiences in general. I think that the study tour will, just like 30-hour famine did, it will like re-motivate me even more to get going and do God's will, serve the Lord, and make a difference in the world. It will probably give me ideas, I guess, for what I can be doing even here, not just on the study tour, like overseas and just things I can do to help the people around me. I also want to go on the study tour because I think that I have a kind of a unique perspective, being I really love math and science, so I believe I'm going to have a lot of open doors as I go out into the world, and I know that God has prepared a way for me, but I want this experience so that I can, again, make my life something meaningful and use the talents that He has blessed me with to make a difference and not just like worry about making money. And I think that's a really important perspective I need to keep having as I make choices about where I'm going to go to college and my major and everything. And then when I come back from the study tour, I really know that the experience is going to be amazing, and I'm going to be able to tell that other people about it and hopefully motivate them to just be a servant and get going and just fight world hunger to the end.